Namaste and welcome to the last session of our Heal Your Life series in this season. We will come back again soon, but for now, this is our seventh and last session. And I am so grateful to all of you who have actually been throughout the sessions with us, sharing, adding to the energy, adding to the collective energy, helping me to draw energy and knowledge and information from the universe. Most of the sessions have been flowing, they've been like a river flowing from somewhere through me to envelop all of us. And that's only because of our collective seeking. So thank you for this journey. Thank you for sharing this journey together. The journey has just begun. And even though it's the end of this Heal Your Life series today, our journey together has just begun. There will be many more journeys, which I hope to share with you. So in this journey of 7 sessions, we have covered various aspects of healing not only our bodies, but also our emotions, our minds, and indeed our way of life. The way we lead our lives, the way we think about our lives, the way we experiment with our lives, the way we deal with our relationships, and so on. So we covered the different planes of our being. We started with the physical. We started with understanding how we need to think about our physical bodies, how we need to deal with them in a very simple way, how we need to cleanse both from outside and from inside. Remember, throughout this series, we have spoken again and again and again about cleansing and purification as a must. You know what happens in life? We go about finding ways to deal with disease. I've got disease. Should I have this tablet? Should I have this nuskha, as we say in our Indian language? Should I go to this doctor? Should I go to this alternative therapist? And so on. So we are constantly looking at feeding ourselves with something to cure a disease rather than cleansing the being so that any natural thing we have after that will be nourishment and we will be fine. We often skip the most important step, and that is cleansing our being, our physical being, our psychological being, our mental being, our body of relationships, and so on. So in this series, which I again call the beginning of our journey together, I have stressed upon the need to cleanse. Just like if you cleanse a water pipe, the water from the tank above will come gushing through in any case and empower you and wash you and give you nourishment. So if we clean ourselves physically, physiologically, pranically, mentally, through our nadis, automatically we will be showered by energy. We will be empowered automatically. We will not need to do anything to empower ourselves with special techniques. Of course, there are many, many special techniques, and we have gone through some of them. But the most important thing is empower through cleansing and purification of being. So, in a summary, if I was to say what is the most important thing you must remember every moment of your life, cleanse your body with water, with natural substances, cleanse the bacteria out of your system with the right condiments like turmeric, ginger, cloves, neem, and so on. We've discussed many of these things. Pepper, all these are antibacterial substances, and if you add them in your daily food, have a little ghee, raw ghee with your food, on your bread, on your chapatis, on your fulkas. Ghee offsets the heating quality of all these things that are cleansing, that kill bacteria. All the things that I've mentioned kill bacteria but also heat the body. Yogurt, ghee, milk, these are cooling substances. So you must offset all these heating substances, these condiments, with a cooling base. So we just discussed all this in our earlier sessions. I'm just in brief summarizing some of the things. We spoke in the very first session of Heal Your Life, we spoke about parhez. What was parhez? Parhez is the idea of stepping back from indulgence, understanding the difference between what is good long term and what is tempting and desirable short term. Shreyas, what is long term good, and prayas, which is short term temptation. And parhez, stepping back and evaluating, helps you to do what is good long term and avoid temptation from doing what is desirable or something that you really are tempted to do, but it's short term gratification but harmful to you in the long term. So, whether it is how you deal with your relationships or what food you eat or how you spend your time, parhez from watching too much TV, parhez from talking too much, parhez from eating too much or eating too much of the wrong things, having too much coffee, having too much tea, or having coffee and tea at all for that matter. They do nothing good for the body except give you a sense that you've got awakened or you've got energy. So if you can give it up, just decide to give it up. That would be my advice. So we discussed all these things. Then we discussed mental cleansing, emotional cleansing. We discussed nari cleansing the last time, and we did karanyas, and we discussed how you can cleanse the pranic being by cleaning the nadis, by activating the nadis. Many nadis get blocked. We don't even realize that. But slowly, over time, over months and years, certain parts of our bodies get neglected and they become stiffer and stiffer without our realizing it. And one day we realize that we can't even move some limbs. Or if we move our neck from side to side, it is so stiff. We don't even realize what we're doing to ourselves every day. So we also spoke about yoga abhyas. I spoke about shavasana, lying down like a corpse and becoming just aware of your breath becoming deeper, and with every breath relaxing every single part of your body, right from your toes to every single muscle, and then within every single organ. And as you become aware, you will not only quieten and purify your thoughts, but also quieten and purify all your muscles, all your bones, and every part becomes relaxed. So, yoga abhyas as in Hatha Yoga, abhyasas or practices in the great practice of Sri Vidya, the Shakti practices, the use of sound, the use of Bija mantras in cleansing our system, the use of visualization in cleansing our system. We did that with the Amarnyasa. So we did many ways of cleansing, right from the typical Hatha Yogic ways of cleansing. Also, we dealt with, we also did the breathing for cleansing. We did Nadi Shuddhi, we did Bhastrika. So we talked about different kinds of cleansing, which you have in any case probably seen on TV many times or learned from Yoga Guru. So those are cleansing with breath, as we do in Hatha Yoga. We did cleansing with sound. We did cleansing with visualization, cleansing with thought, cleansing with affirmation and intention. So, various ways in which you can use your vibrations. This is the part of the gamut or the composite practice that I call Nada vibronics or vibrational healing. When we use a whole plethora of practices which are vibrational in nature, whether it's vibrational through the breath, whether it is vibrational through mudra, whether it is vibrational through sound, whether it is vibrational through visualization, whether it is vibrational through intention or affirmation, the power of thought. Thought is vibration, intention is vibration. Most powerful. All other forms, mudra or touch, sound, hearing, thought, smell, these are all your indriyas, these are all your gateways, the tools of your indriyas, the tools of your sensory gateways, which we can use for cleansing ourselves. But once you have used these sensory gateways like sound, mantra, music, visualization, mudra, consuming dhatus, once you have used all these and understood the secret behind them, then you can achieve the same just by a switch of intention. That's the ultimate vibration. So all that we've learned through the 7 sessions is about our own levels of vibration and how we can use these different vibrational tools and vibrational levels of our consciousness to cleanse, harmonize, and empower ourselves. And in that process, become simpler and simpler, more flowing, and in that flow, heal our lives. So that's really the aadhar of what we have done over the last 7 Wednesdays and also through the last 7 Sundays, where we have learned ways of building our immunity. That's also, in a sense, a part of learning how to heal our lives. So, in a sense, all of us who have been together through the last 14 sessions have learned various ways of healing our lives and empowering our people. So today I wanted to use the time that we have to stress upon the vibrational power of mudra, movement, and sound. So last time we had done the karanyas, which is mudra and sound. Yes, we had used mudra and sound to cleanse and empower our nadis through our fingers. We had done karanyas the last time. And I had promised you that I would teach you one more nyasa, one more cleansing exercise, which is anganyas. Karanyas, anganyas, and you have already learned one more nyasa. What is nyasa? Nyasa means purification. Nyasa means cleansing and purification and empowerment through that process. So not only do nyasas cleanse you, they also create protection, they also empower. So by the end of a nyasa, you're already not only cleansed and purified and protected, you're also empowered and harmonized. So we will repeat karanyas first, then I will teach you anganyas, and then we will end with that beautiful visualization from the top of our head, amarnyas, which you have already learned with me. So through these 3 nyasas, by the end of it, you will feel your whole being not only cleansed, but tingling. And then at the end, if we have time, I hope, the end, we will end with a blessing meditation with our hands. Okay? So let us do the Karanyas together. I am not going to spend time teaching it again today. I'm just going to do it with you. Those who have joined us for the first time or who missed the last session can watch the video and learn from it in detail. Okay? So, Karanyas, remember, you begin with the thumb, Angushtha, thumb, Tarjari, first finger, Madhyama, middle finger, Anamika, ring finger, and Kanishtha or Kanishtika, the last finger. Okay? So, we begin with Om Aim Angushtha Bhyam Namah. Aim Angushthabhyam Namaha. Om Klim Tarjaribhyam Namaha. Om Sauh Madhyamabhyam Namaha. Om Aim Anamikabhyam Namaha. Om Klim Kanishtikabhyam Namaha. Om Karatalakara Prishthabhyam Namaha. Yes, so this was Karanyas. Kara means hands and Karanyas means purification of the hands through which we cleanse our entire Nari system, because all the Nadis come together in our hands. And I just want to mention once again, in the end, when you do Kara Tala Kara, Prishthabhyam Namaha. So Kara means hand, Tala means the palm, Prishta is the top. So Om Kara Tala Kara Prishthabhyam Namaha. So Tala is inside, Prishta is outside. Okay, so remember. Kara Tala Kara Prishthabhyam Namah. Okay, so that is how you end the Karanyas. Okay, so that was Karanyas. Now, what do we do next? Anganyasa. Anga means different angas of the body, different parts of the body. So Karanyasa was only through the hands. Anganyasa is becoming aware of cleansing through intent. Now here what are we doing? It's a very different kind of practice, Anganyasa. Instead of actually touching your fingers and running through your nadis, through your fingers, this practice actually uses the power of the intent of your mind, which moves prana through your hands. So let me explain this again. In Anganyas, you are using thought, intent to give energy to your hand, and hence through your hand create a protective layer around you and inside. So wherever you point your hand or your fingers, which you will see, you will be creating a pranic movement either within or around you, just by putting your intent into your hand. Remember in Ramayana they talk about Lakshman Rekha. How is that Lakshman Rekha created? By intent, through the power of the hands, led by intent. If this is difficult for you to believe, I am just going to make you do a small exercise. Just hold your hands up like this and just look at the tips of your fingers. Just feel the tips of your fingers becoming heavier and heavier and vibrating. Feel the tips of your fingers. Just keep looking at your fingers. And you will find that they become heavier and they are vibrating. So wherever you turn your intention, that part becomes chronically energized. So if you move your hands in a certain way with an intention, you are actually using the energy of your intention through your hands. Always remember the powerful truth of this. You have infinite power that you channelize. That power is not stationary. It is that universal energy that comes into you through your Sushumna Nadi and gets directed subconsciously, automatically. There's an automatic movement of prana which you are not aware of, which is happening right from the time you're born till the time you're no more in this life. But when you become aware of this flow of prana, this universal prana, and then you use it through intent, then magic will happen. So remember the power of your intent in using your pranic energy. So, Anganyas, so the first intent, there is a whole mantric, uh, there are mantric prayers or mantra words along with this. Also, I wonder whether you will be able to learn it today. So I am going to tell you the movements first. So this is the heart. Om Hridayaya Namaha. So even if you don't remember the words, don't worry about it. You are consecrating yourself to the center of your consciousness, to the ocean of your consciousness, and remembering it and creating great surrender to the ocean of your heart, where your Jivatma resides. So Hridaya. Hridaya is the heart consciousness. So Namaha, you are surrendering to your depth, the depth of your being, the core of your being. So Om Hridayaya Namaha, Om Shirase Swaha, Om Shirase Swaha. So you touch the top of your head, okay? Then you go to the back of your head and Om Shikhaya Vashata. Don't worry about the words. Just there's a dent at the back of your head. Touch that dent and feel the pranic energy through your fingers going in. Then you come to your chest and cross the left hand over the right hand. Om Kavachaya Hum. Then with your three fingers, touch your eyes, and with the middle finger, touch your third eye. Okay. Om Netra Trayaya Paushata. Okay. Then you create a circle of protection around you. Go from the left. Om Astraya Hat. Two fingers. So Hat in the Shakti practices dispels negativity immediately. This word Hat Also, that's kind of sound you make. But what are we doing? We are creating a immediate dispelling of negativity. Oh, okay. And then Om Bhurbhuvaswarom iti Digbandha. So even if you don't remember the words, it doesn't matter. Think of the action at the heart, on top of the head, at the back of the head. You are moving, you are becoming aware of the points from where energy enters your being. So, what are we doing? First, we are concentrating, we are surrendering to the ocean of our consciousness within. Then, we are intentionally allowing our pranic flow from the top. Then, we are going to the back of our head, and that very tender point at the back of our head, we are feeling the pranic flows from there. Then, we are creating a protection by crossing our chest this way. Then we are becoming aware of the three eye gateways of our consciousness, and purifying here. Then we are going round and dispelling all negativity. This mantra can even stop here. Many people just stop here, but what we can do after that, we take a round and we cross Digbandha. Digbandha means you have created the circle of protection and then you have knotted it. You have sealed it. So this is the sealing, Digbandha at the end. So it would take more practice for us to do this in detail. But I have introduced the idea of intention, of touching your different points where the inlets of force happen. Through touching those points, you are intentionally feeling, moving the prana and cleansing yourself, nyasa. And after that cleansing, you are protecting yourself, creating a circle of protection, removing negativity and closing it, creating a knot, a closure of protection. You've created a circle of protection at the end of the Anganyas. Okay, so we can do this in more detail at some other point. You can also watch more videos. I will also be releasing a video which will do this in actually on Sunday when we do building immunity. We will do this in more detail, so don't miss it on Sunday. On Sunday, I will explain this further. We will chant this in more detail in our last session of building immunity. So we will do that. I wanted to bring this in today so that you know that these are the nyasas that we will do together when we cleanse our being. Okay, so this was Anganyasa, and then we have Amarnyasa. So let us do the Amarnyasa together. If we have time, we will end with the song. Amarnyas. What is Amarnyas? Right from the top, you visualize the white light on top of the head with Om, orange light in the middle of your forehead, green, bright sun shining in the right eye, Ang, raging fire in the left eye, Aha, entire face inside the full moon, Dham, feel the cellular freshening, feel your cells moving, feel all the cells of your face tingling and becoming fresh. And then golden nectar inside on the tongue, Shreem, nectar of Mahalakshmi on the tongue, stream, and then the golden nectar flowing down your body through the throat, swam, and washing. Just feel the golden nectar rushing down the body and cleansing. And then the left side, gush of golden nectar cleansing the whole body. Hum, swam, hum. Okay? Swaha, broken up into two parts. Swam and hum. Okay? Right side first and then left. So, Amarnyas. Om. Hri. Sun in right eye. Ang. Raging fire in left eye. Aha. Face inside the moon. Hum. Tongue. Golden nectar on the tongue. Shri. Golden nectar flowing down the right side. Left side. Washing the entire body with golden nectar. So that was Amarnyas. So what have we done? We've done 3 nyasas, 3 vibrational nyasas, practices in Sri Vidya, in the science of the Sri Yantra, the Shakti practice. Quite different from practices of Hatha Yoga, where you use consciously the breath for cleansing and of course body asanas. Here we use the power of visualization and the power of sound, the power of Bija mantras. So what did we use? We used Bija mantras. We chanted Bija mantras and we used the great science of visualization to cleanse ourselves. So remember, these are vibrational cleansing practices through the power of sound, the power of mudra, and the power of visualization. So we are coming towards the end of our session now. And I just want you to concentrate on your palms. Your palms are the greatest receivers of cosmic energy, of universal energy, and the greatest givers of dan of energy, in whatever form you want to give them. You can give dan of healing with your hands. You can give dan of dhatu with your hands, of substance, physical substance. You can give dan of blessings with your hands. So feel your palms today. Feel whatever you have, whatever you're receiving from the universe in your palms. And whatever you've received, your hands are full, you're rich. There's nobody in the universe who's richer than you. You have everything that the universe has because you're a part of the universe. You're a hologram of the universe. So you can give infinitely and you can receive infinitely. So with that heavy hand full of bridges. Let us now bless each other and all that you love in the universe. And indeed, there is nothing that you don't love in the universe because all is you. So give through your palms, give through your fingers. Feel your fingers exuding pranic rays and share your beauty, your love, your energy, your prana with all there is. And as you feel that you have shared, as you feel your palms relaxing, as you feel them becoming lighter, keep giving. There is no greater giver than you. You are a Dani. You're a great Dani. Sometimes you don't just realize how much you can give. The more you give, the more you will heal your life. Realize how much you can give. And as your palms become relaxed, bring them together, rub them together. This is Tala, this is Krishna. So rub the Tala together and rub the Krishna together. And center. Feel yourself centering. Gently put your head down in surrender to the divine. Feel the divine blessings upon your head. Your palms, your face. What great givers we all are when we choose to switch on the gift of giving that we have received from the universe. And by using this gift of giving, giving of love, giving of pranic energy, giving of things that we are possessing too tight, letting go of things will make us richer and richer every day, will make us ultimately heal our lives. So today, let us end with a song. I find this one of the most healing songs, the most harmonizing songs, one of my favorite songs. So I'm going to just put on my tanpura and then we will sing together. Some of you might already know this song, might have heard me sing it before, might have heard my YouTube, seen my YouTube video on this song Shivoham. So we're going to sing it together today. मनोबुद्ध्य अहंकार चित्तानिनाहम् न च श्रोत्रजिह्वे न च घ्राणनेत्रे न च व्योमभूमे न तेजो न वायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न च प्राणसंज्ञो न वै पञ्चवायु न वा सप्तधातुर्न वा पञ्चकोश न वा पाणिपादं न चोपस्थपायु चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न मे द्वेषरागं न मे लोभमोहं मदो नैव मे नैव मात्सर्यभाव न धर्मो न चार्थो न कामो न मोक्षः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न पुण्यं न पापं न सौख्यं न दुःखं न मन्त्रो न तीर्थं न वेदा न यज्ञ अहं भोजनं नैव भोजं न भोक्ता चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् न मृत्युर्न शङ्का न मे जातिभेद पिता नैव मे नैव माता च जन्म न बन्धुर्न मित्रं गुरुर्नैव शेषः चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहम् अहं निर् निर्विकल्पो निराकार विभूत्वाच सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणाम् अहं निर्विकल्पो निराकार विभूत्वाच सर्वत्र सर्वेन्द्रियाणाम् न चासङ्गतं नैव मुक्तिर्न मेय चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं शिवोऽहं चिदानन्दरूपः शिवोऽहं 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 शिवोऽहम् Thank you for being with me on this journey. Keep with the deepest part of yourself. You have already healed your life more than you realize. Let us continue to dwell in each other's hearts and keep walking together as we flow towards greater vistas of consciousness, greater vistas of realization, greater vistas of creativity, of manifestation, greater vistas of spreading ourselves and our being into all that we are meant to do in this great life that has been given to us. May the divine